Hello, I'm Mark Bertman. I'm talking about stroke recovery. Today is July the 8th, 2022. And I had my stroke on April the 8th, 2021. And if my math is correct, that means it's been 15 months since I had my stroke. I'm doing pretty good. Once you get over a year, there's not a whole lot to report. But if you look at this right here, I did fall off my bed and hit my head on my nightstand, which is really more of a small dresser. And had a lot of bleeding because I take aspirin to anticoagulate my blood, but I didn't pass out or have a concussion or anything real seriously bad. Didn't even have a headache. My floors are kind of hard, so I did hit my knees, so my knees are a little bit sore, but it comes down to the point of having a fall. Sometimes you have to take a chance, and what I've said before, if you don't take a chance, if I didn't take a chance, walk out of the hospital and risk falling, I probably wouldn't have the advances that I've had. So sometimes the risk is worth it. So got to be careful. What I got to do, because my bed's a little bit higher than my old bed, I have to make sure my feet hit the floor. And I just wasn't concentrating when I fell and I slipped and hit the nightstand or dresser, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure what it's called. But you got to try. If you don't try, things won't happen. Like I said, I had deficits on my left side. This is my left hand. I use my left hand for everything. I'm still trying to play the guitar and get better at it, but you guys are probably getting tired of watching those kind of videos. So I want to talk to you about another thing. That after a stroke, you get a little more emotional. I can be laughing and I'll start crying right in the middle of it. And my cousin Lena, her father was my Uncle Harold, my dad's brother, who also had a stroke. And I have an uncle, Johnny, who's had a stroke. I went to go see him yesterday in Arkansas. But she had something she called the Pappy Chuckles. Her dad used to do the same thing I do. He'd start crying and start laughing all at the same time. And I do notice when something really emotional hits me or strikes me just the right way, I'll start kind of crying a little bit. So I have to be careful. The one nice thing is that if my boss yells at me, I won't cry in front of him. So it's just something to be aware of. Other little things that happen after a stroke, when you got to go to the bathroom, you really got to go. So your bladder tends to spasm. So make sure you got somewhere to go if you're in a hurry and plan your trips accordingly. And that continues to go on even at 15 months. I'm hoping that'll get better. And my bass guitar playing is doing better, and my bowling's getting better, more consistent. And the bowling alley in Jonesboro, Arkansas, is one of the best bowling alleys I've ever bowled at. But anyway, this is Mark Bertman talking about stroke recovery, and thanks for listening. Bye-bye.